The first question, the homework, okay, the question says, Alicia wants to pay off a loan of 450,000 rand. She can afford to pay back 11,000 rand per month, right? So you must highlight the key information. She got a loan of 450,000 rand. That's your P. Then she needs to pay back 11,000 per month. That's a clue that you are dealing with an annuity, which is present because money was borrowed. Right? Then the first question says, how many payments Alicia have to make? How many payments? That's N. So you need to remember your logarithms, your logs, for you to do that question. So the first thing, write the formula P equal to X times 1 minus 1 plus I raised to the power of minus N all over I. Alright? So where there is P, you put 450,000. Where there is X, put 11,000. And then where there is I, the interest rate is 12.8% per annum compounded monthly. So that would be 1 plus. So that would be 1 plus 0.128 over 12, all raised to the power of minus n. Then you divide that by 0.128 over 12. Now, by now, I have explained this in the past and I'm going to repeat it because it's very important for you to know. To carry on, you have to multiply that denominator by P, then you divide the product by X. Okay? So the next step is to multiply 450,000 by that denominator 0.128 over 12 all over 11,000. This will be equivalent to what's inside the square bracket, 1 minus, open bracket, 1 plus 0.128 over 12 all raised to the power of minus n. So you're supposed to have that. Right? You're supposed to have that. Now, can someone tell me what answer do you get on the left? 24. So you get 24 over 55. Okay, let's move on to the next page. So you get 24 over 55. Can you do me a favor, please? If you want to talk, you are free to go out. I'm so sorry. Okay. So this will be 1 minus 1 plus 0.128 over 12 all raised to the power of minus n. Right? Then, since the exponential term, this term here, it is negative. So you have to take it to the left-hand side, and then it becomes positive. So you end up having 1 plus 0.128 over 12, all raised to the power of minus n. That will be equal to, then you take this 24 over 55 to the right, you subtract it from 1, you get 31 over 55. Now we have an exponential equation. So you drop down the minus n, we introduce logs. The base on the left is also the base of the logarithm, so that's 1 plus 0.128 over 12. All this is going to be the number that you find its logarithm is going to be 31 over 55. What answer do you get? A negative 54.04. Right? Then, now this means that in terms of n, my suggestion when you divide both sides by n there, so you get n equal to 54.04, then the final answer, and for this question, well, the question says how many payments? Okay? How many payments? So it will be 55. It's not 54, right? So it will be 55 payments. Right? Why 55? It's because this decimal here, okay, yes, is just a fraction of the full payment of 11,000. Right? So this is the answer there. Right? Are you following there? Right. Any question? Okay, don't have any question, then let's carry on. I hope you saw how I found the final answer. So the number of payments is going to be 55 payments. There are 54 full payments of 11,000 rand. The last payment, it won't be the full payment of 11,000. Okay? Yes.
So even if there's a 1 in case of the 4, it'll still round off.
Yes. Okay. Even if there was a 1 here, that would be like 1 over 100, like 1% of the original monthly payment. So this is like 4% of 11,000. Okay? 4% of 11,000, it will be somewhere between around 500 rand, between 100 rand and 1,000. So you still have to pay it. Right? And I can on there.
Yes.
This was homework, so you should have done it. You should be marking your work. All right. Then the next question. All right. Let me just make some adjustment. I'm seeing something that. No, it's a small thing. It's a computer thing. So I just need to move this slide to the top. Yeah. Okay. So I'm there now. Okay. Then the next question says, what is the outstanding balance on the loan immediately after the last full payment? Right, now we want to calculate the outstanding balance. That is, as soon as he finishes paying, he does his last payment, which is 11,000 rand. How much money is he going to be owing? Okay, so we have a formula for balance outstanding. So outstanding balance is equal to P times 1 plus I raised to the power of n minus x times 1 plus I raised to the power of n minus 1 all over I. Okay? Then where there's P, you put 450,000 into the amount borrowed. Where there's I, there is 0.128 over 12. Raise the power. Now our M, since there are a total of 55 payments, but 54 are full payments, our M is going to be 54. Okay? We'll say after the last full payment, so that would be 54 here. Minus X, it is 11,000. 1 plus 0.128 over 12, all raised to the power of 54, right? You subtract 1 from that, you divide by 0.128 over 12. What answer do you get? What? 408 rand and 61 cents. So this is the balance outstanding, right? That's the amount of money that, yes, after the last full payment, that's the amount that you will owe. Now, the last question says, determine the value of the last payment made 1 month after the last full payment. Okay? So, remember, for us to calculate the last payment, we need the value for the outstanding balance. Remember that. So, for 3, our last payment is going to be equal to the outstanding balance times 1 plus I. Okay, so in this case, it's going to be 408.61 times 1 plus 0.128 over 12. What answer do you get? It's most likely maybe it can be 0. Or it can be, the value is slightly greater than that. Should be greater than this one, eh? Should be what? 412, comma, and 7. Right, because this, you see, this term inside the bracket is more than 1. So therefore, the last payment is to be slightly greater than 408,000. Okay, so that's the final payment that the person has to make, which is a very small amount. if the person is, if she's going to be able to pay 11,000 rand a month, then 412 rand would be like a drop in the ocean. Right? Okay. Then number 4, how much interest will Alicia pay on this loan? How much interest is she going to pay? Now, here, you need to be aware that the last payment, you have to include it. Okay? We have to include it. So, if I go to the next page, I'm doing number 4 now. Remember the formula for calculating interest. Interest is equal to the total of repayments made, total of repayments minus value of the loan. Okay, that's the basic formula. So the total payments, she's paying 11,000, but she's paying this 54 times. Okay? So times 54 plus the last payment. Okay, you have to include it's also part of the repayment. So that last payment is 412 rand, 97 cents. Then we subtract the amount that she borrowed, which is 450,000. Okay, so if you do your math here, what answer do you? 1444.
Oh, sorry. Another 4.
So there are 3 4s.
Yes.
How many? 97. Right. So you should all get that. So which means after borrowing 450,000, right? In terms of number of years, that's close to 5 years. It was 55 payments, close to 60. So 4 years and maybe around 4.5 years. Because we add 4 years by multiply 4 years times 12, you get 48. You get 55, you need 7 more months. So it's around 4 years and 7 months to pay it off. During those 4 years and 7 months, this is the total interest that she will pay. It will be a profit, profit for the bank, this amount. Remember, the interest that you pay, it's profit for the bank, right? So the bank will get that money after a person borrowed 450,000.